London game, Jets and Vikings. Aaron Rodgers, worst matchup for quarterbacks, 13th best matchup for Sam Darnold. And I'm sure I have Sam Darnold considerably higher in my rankings than Aaron Rodgers. The words just don't seem right coming out of my mouth, but that's where we are. I have Darnold at 14, Rodgers at 21. What do you guys have?
You are too low on Sam Darnold. QB 12, QB 1 once again this week. Sam, the man, Darnold, getting it done, even against the best defense in football. This offense is too good. It's not Sam Darnold. It's everyone else, including Kevin O'Connell. I will ride this train until it, peters out and crashes into the end of the line and falls off a bridge. I don't care. Sam Darnold, QB1 season. Let's go. He is the QB1 in 6-point passing touchdown leagues.
Yeah, it's a wild what I'd write out there. The one thing I think with this defense and what Aaron Rodgers does, he's going to be able to read the coverages better than almost anyone else. He's been through everything that he's been through, especially with Lester Frazier. He's seen this defense plenty of times. So I think he's not going to be able to get tripped up like some of these younger quarterbacks have that have not played the defense at that level, kind of like what Sam Darnold's going through. So we'll see. I have Darnold as quarterback 16. It's a really, really bad matchup. And also the Jets offense is so slow. It's hard for teams to produce points against them. So it's like a double effect, right? So yeah, I'll play Sam Darnold if you want to stream him. Rodgers is QB 19. He's fine, but it was just looked absolutely broken last week. So it's really hard to have confidence on that offense right now.
All right.
Yes, Jamie. Yes.
Yes. Running backs, we've got Breece Hall and Braylon Allen. And on the other side, Aaron Jones, Ty Chandler. What do you guys have here? I got to look something up quickly. Go for it.
It's got to be Aaron Jones. I mean, I'd love for it to be Breece Hall here, but Aaron Jones is my RB9, Breece Hall my RB10. The matchups are brutal for both. James Conner also has, and Brian Robinson have brutal matchups. They're my 11 and 12. So all those guys right there, just whoever falls into the end zone and happens to rip off a big run is going to be the best here. I just have a little bit more faith right now in Aaron Jones in that offense to catch passes and make something happen. Breece Hall has been struggling with that the past few weeks.
Yeah, I think with Aaron Jones is interesting because he started out the year splitting a lot of work in the first 2 games. Then they're like, you know what? He looks really good. Let's give him a ton of work. So he saw 27 opportunities last week. He saw 25 the week before. If you're telling me he's going to get that many, I'm going to have him ranked higher. I just don't know if it's going to stick against the Jets defense because the Jets defense is really good. And it seemed like we kind of have to wipe away last week's game for the Jets because you can't really take anything away from that. It was so bad. So I still have Breece above him, but yeah, they're closer. Aaron Jones' usage is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so I have some housekeeping here I need to attend to with you gentlemen. You will notice the numbers on the screen. Swap them. I have some form of formatting glitch, and I just realized it. I looked and you said how bad the matchup was for Darnold, and I'm like, wait, the screen says otherwise. It's reversed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the worst matchup for Darnold and the 13th worst matchup. So the numbers somehow, I don't know what happened when I formatted these charts. They got swapped. So we're going to have to kind of improv here. But the numbers are correct. You just got to switch them to the other side of the screen. So stupid spreadsheets. My bad. I'll do better. Moving on to the wide receivers, we've got Garrett Wilson, Mike Williams, and Alan Lazard. What a nasty looking wide receiver room. 4th best matchup for them. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Jalen Naylor, 24th best matchup for them. Jefferson's my highest here. I think my next highest is Wilson, but I don't know anymore. It's kind of scary. And even this one, I don't know. What do you guys think of these guys? Jefferson I have at 5. After that, it's a long way down.
Yeah, Jefferson at 7 for me. Garrett Wilson at 22. He may creep up above into the teens by the end of the week. Like you said, it's a pretty decent matchup here, and the Jets are going to have to throw against these Vikings. But the Vikings have been just very good as a team defense in general. And we saw how bad the Jets looked last week. They're calling for, Devontae Adams as soon as possible. We'll see. That's not going to happen this week, of course. But yeah, I expect Minnesota to absolutely crush the Jets, which means maybe there's some garbage time production for Garrett Wilson and Alan Lazard. Yeah, it's Jefferson, Wilson, and then I probably like Addison well over the rest of these options, and maybe even Naylor over Lazard.
Yeah, the passing attack's been really, really good for the Vikings. They've been super incredibly efficient. The touchdown rate's out of control. Only on 26 pass attempts per game. It's out of this world. The Jets, I have a hard time ranking Garrett Wilson outside my top 15 this week because the matchup is like it's good matchup. It should work out. He should connect with Rodgers. And on the flip side with Jefferson, he's top 3 this week. I don't care about his matchup. He's that good. Like the only player I would even consider like pushing Jefferson really down is Surtain. And like he's not going to shadow him all over the place. They'll move Jefferson around. He's really fine. Addison, I have wide receiver 32. Mike Williams is wide receiver 36. And Allen Lazard is wide receiver 42. But you could flip those two guys. It's kind of just touchdown. Whoever you want with a touchdown.
Tight ends, 5th best matchup for Conklin, 3rd worst matchup for Josh Oliver. I think I have Conklin in streaming range. I do. I have him as tight end 14. Oliver, I don't even have Oliver as the highest ranked tight end on his team. I actually have Johnny Munt, despite the fact that Oliver's listed as the starter. Conklin don't stream. I have no interest in Josh Oliver, but what do you guys think here? Any interest in Conklin?
Yeah, I did last week, but he totally disappointed. I just don't know what to expect from this Jets offense, especially against a decent defense. So stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, right? He got 8 targets last week, which is kind of crazy when you look at it, and just did nothing with them. Excuse me. Sometimes that happens tight end position. If he's going to get targets to run the routes, like he's just going to be higher because they have a centralized passing attack, right? And you could see Conklin stepping ahead of like Lazard or doing that. I don't think Williams, but he can get the red zone. So yeah, he's streamable. It's fine, but like it's a really bad matchup. So you're not going to bump him up inside the top 12. On the flip side, if you want to chase a tight end and to catch a touchdown, you could do it this week with the Vikings. But it's like, sorry, I read these wrong. So yeah, flip exactly what I said. That caused me to. Yeah, I don't mind Conklin this week. Sorry, Oliver is just.
Yeah, that's tripping you up. Hey, that I fucked up the graphics.
Yeah, I had it in my head. I was like, wait, hold on.
I was reading it too, and my brain wasn't processing. You need to flip this, but yeah, that's my bad. I didn't do it on the graphics, but it was a lot of cut and paste to get it into these, and I fucked it right up. So let's move on.